Just quickly, bro, I want to mention that I do one-on-one coaching. I want to help you become that young man I know you can be and that you want to be. I will be your accountability partner. I will coach you and we'll have weekly calls. Message me on Instagram or go to the link in the description and sign up to the second tier and we'll start working together. Let's get to the video now. One of the worst mistakes I ever made, bro, and I want to save you from making this mistake, was not realizing that I was just a pawn in someone else's game. And so are you. Unless you're genuinely free. The truth is, most of us don't realize that we are molded and shaped, well, by our boss. Our boss tells us when we have to be at work, when we can take a piss, when we can go home. Your girlfriend, or the girls you're trying to talk to, they mold you, shape you, to act a certain way. Don't step out of line or you might not get any pussy. Society tells you how to think. School teaches you what you should know and what you should prioritize. Most of us, we're going through life and we are being developed, molded, conditioned to become pawns in someone else's life. And that was me for a very long time. I'm 27 and from the earliest time that I can remember, bro, my whole life was, well, shaped by other people. School, society, my boss, my girlfriends, this, that. And I became a shell of who I should be. Oh, I know I can't act this way. I know I can't do this. I know I gotta dress this. I gotta be this way. And most of us, we're like that. We try to please the world. We gotta live for someone else because, well, most of us now, we just don't have the grit, balls, determination to win, or yet we just don't know. We're not being taught by our family. We're definitely not being taught by society. So it's kind of just like, if you're lucky enough to get this idea of like, fuck, this ain't for me, or someone kind of pushes you, hopefully my videos help you, I'm going to help you how to take control of your life. But this is for the real ones. People like me and you, bro. Because the truth is, not everyone can be like us. Not everyone can genuinely be out, or at least be on the journey out. My whole life, bro, I've had a job. I'm 27 years old and I still have a job to this day. Blessed that I only have to work 3 days a week in like short shifts, but I still have someone telling me what I can and can't do. I know that I can't say certain things because, well, might lose my job. Oh, it's a joke. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is that we're being shaped and molded by society, by girls, by our bosses, by school, and we aren't being taught how to control our own lives so that we can live the lives that we all want to live as men. Most of us as men, we are all internally wired to want to achieve the same things. You want to achieve that nice body. You want to conquer. You want to be respected. You want to have beautiful women. You want to have nice things. You want to have things going your way. All of us, we live our lives kind of chasing the same goals, dreams, aspirations, desires. Yet, so many of us, we just hit a wall so quickly because we just get sucked in to what society wants us to be, how girls want us to be. We get stuck in a dead-end job and it's bullshit. Let me show you what I've done in my own life, bro, to realize I'm now in control. Because if you've watched me, or if this is the first time you've even watched me, you know, discipline, doing what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel, it's always going to be something that I preach. But I want to open this up a little bit more differently to give you a perspective of like, oh, yeah, hold on. This is how I can start to get control of my life. You see, take a look at this. The biggest thing that drains us as men is what? Think about it. You're probably thinking porn or drugs or alcohol. Yeah, that does drain us. But the biggest thing that drains us the most is where we allocate our time. And this is big. You see, for so many years, bro, I was lost. Because my allocation of time was to what? For me, it was drugs. For me, it was partying, going out, drinking, being a degenerate, and thinking that that's how I should live my life. And where we put our time is exactly where we are being controlled. Sounds crazy, right? But let's look at it like this, right? Time as a whole. This eventually produces your life that you build for yourself, right? So if your time goes into drugs, alcohol, video games, movies, that's where your time goes. Think about it like this. Let's just go, time goes to, I'm going to put it like this, loser shit, right? Sounds funny, but if your time goes to that, what do you think that your life will be like in 1 month, in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years? It's going to be, well, I'm going to say this, shit. And where that's going to lead you is to be controlled, right? And this will look like, well, you're controlled by your boss. You're controlled because you don't have the frame in your relationship to do it or act or be the way that you want to be, or what have standards or sets for your life. We don't realize that what we do today predicates our future. And that time allocation, if it's put towards degeneracy or things that don't move the needle in your life, that is going to be, well, what your life eventually just is. Shit. And I put it this way because that's the way that most of us need to hear it. You need to hear it, and I wish someone had told me that. But let's say you put your time, let's say you put it into productivity, right? And this is big. You put it into productivity. Let's say that you put it into, well, building your body. Let's say you put it into building a business. You put it into honing in on some skills, building some status. Just all round becoming that young man who is knowledgeable, smart, moving forward, has a bit of money, has some discipline, has a great body, takes care of himself, knows what he wants. What's your life going to look like in the future? Well, most of the time when you start to get yourself on point, you get your body right, you start making some money, you become your own boss, you start to elevate yourself up, well, you become uncontrollable, because the mindset that you attain from becoming that guy that builds a body, makes a bit of money, becomes a bit more disciplined, takes care of himself, hones his skills up, that's a mind that has a hatred for control outside of your own control. That's a guy that can't bend for the rules. That's a guy that can't be told when he can or can't take a piss. That's a guy that says, nah, hold on, I'll do what I want. And that only comes when you start to move the needle in your life towards productivity. So what does your life look like when you allocate your time to productivity? Let's just say you live the good life. You live the life that most, if not all, men want to live. And that's what happens when you look at your allocation of time. So you have to be crucial. Am I wasting time on social media? Am I going out every single weekend? Am I sitting there just doing nothing or playing games? Because where you put your time is where your life goes. Put your time into building yourself up. Your mind starts to build. What you want for your life starts to really come closer to you, and you start producing results because of where your time goes. So you have to look at that. You will only be where you will only get to a certain level because of the time that you put towards something. If you want to get rich and you put all your time to it, you will. If you say you want to get rich, but all your time goes to social media, jerking off, playing games, going out every weekend, you ain't going to be shit. Honest truth. The next point, and this is equally as important, that's the control of our mind. So if you take a look, right, I'm always going to say it like this because I kind of think it's really cool. Mind control. If you don't have this calibration of your mind to realize that, okay, this is life, this is what it is, this is how I should perform, you will always lose. Most of us don't realize that we are influenced so much by what we do, who we hang out with, where we prioritize our time, and you have to have mind control. And what I will say is that you have to cut out the noise of the people, the distractions, the life that doesn't benefit you. You have to cut it out. And what you do, it's simple, but it's hard, is that you have to have a prioritization. And listen to this. So you have to have a prioritization of the things that you need to do. So, like I said before, money, get your body on point, start a business, you need to start honing in on skills. You got to have a prioritization on that, right? But these things don't come easy. Making money is not going to be, oh, click my fingers, boom, I'm a millionaire. Getting your body on point is going to take 6 to 8 to a year to even longer. Growing your business, honing in on your skills, taking care of it, doing all of these things, right? It takes time. And so what you're going to have to realize, yes, it's going to be a while. So how do you get up every single day and do what you're supposed to do, irregardless of how you feel? You have to have control of your mind. So when your mind tells you, I want to play games, I want to jerk off, I want to go out drinking, you have to snap yourself into reality and force yourself to do what you need to do. This is big. There are certain things that you can do as a man, like getting your body on point and meditating, having an accountability partner or coach that can really start to center you and help you. But a lot of the time, I think that that's bullshit. And what I mean by that is that if you want to win in life, you should just want to win. Games, TikTok, Instagram, drinks, a 2 out of 10 girl should not have a prioritization or should not have a pull over you when you really want to win. Because you just would see there's no value in this. But going back to that point, if you want to build some mind control, meditation, hitting the gym vigorously and hard, this will start to build and train your mind so that it's like, okay, I can do what I'm supposed to do. But you have to control your urges, your desires, your wants, that pull to instant gratification, and do what needs to be done. And once you can start to do that, you can cultivate anything for your life through discipline and mind control alone. Because the one thing that you have control of in this world is your mind. You got to think about it like this. We as men, we don't control if our heart stops beating. We don't control the weather. We don't control our family. We control our mind, what we do and what we can do. So you have to have this mindset of like, okay, I am in control of my mind. I know what I need to do. I am going to do it. And I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't care about TikTok. I don't care about going to the club. I don't care about that or this or that person. I want to win and I will do what I need to do. Because that's how you do it. There's so much that I could unpack, but I always go straight to the fucking point. Do what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel, and that's how you build your mind. That's how you build discipline. That's how you build yourself to become someone that, well, just cannot be stopped. And through that, cannot be controlled. The next point, and this is the last, but I always mention this when it comes to becoming that calibrated, uncontrollable man. And that is always going to be purpose. And having a mission in life, right? So this is going to be good for every single man right now to make a priority. If you want to change your life, you have to realize that you need direction. And direction in your life comes from a mission. And I just love that word, mission. Because we as men, we should be on a mission. Men on a mission. That's who we are. That's what we want. You should be known that you look like you're on a mission. Yeah, I am. So you need to know where you're going in your life. What direction? What do you want? What is fueling you? Because in your life, it's the men that know what they want. If you're here, right? And let's say that at this present time, you're not where you want to be. But here you've got the pot of gold, you've got the treasure chest, right? And there's every single thing that you want. There's everything. Your mission is exactly that. It's your vehicle to getting to your desired outcomes, dreams, goals, what you want in your life. If you know what you want and you can put it down to a T, I want X amount of money. I want to have a house with tall ceilings. I want a girlfriend with brown hair and brunette eyes. Whatever you want, if you know it, if you know the outcome is to have 50 employees, to have a six-pack and abs, if you know it, that's the definer of, well, nothing can stop me. No one can tell me what to do because I know what I want and I will do what it takes to get there. The men that are controlled, they're always going to be swayed. You're controlled by your urges, you're controlled by your boss, you're controlled by a girl, you're controlled. And that will always stop a man from fulfilling his mission in becoming, having what he wants. So you need to look at yourself and realize, okay, look, I need to have a mission. I need to be walking through life with purpose, but then fulfilling my purpose through my mission. Because your purpose is why you're here. But most of us right now, it's pretty easy to say that you just want to become that guy that's got everything. So that's kind of your purpose. Your purpose could be more. It could be like you could want to do coaching like me, or you could want to cut hair, or you could want to cut grass. Your purpose is like, what do you think that you're called to do? But most of us have this desired outcome of, I hate to say it, but the materialistic things. Nothing wrong with that though. You want some nice things, you want to be respected, want to have that nice car, want to have some money, cool bro. Want to be good with girls, great. That's here. And you're here. And what you got to do is realize that your mission in life is to get to here. And when you have that mission, the control from the instant gratification, from the girls, from the porn, from the boss, from the people, from your friends, it can't stop you. You become uncontrollable. You become someone that can't be tamed because you know what you want. So figure that out. What is your mission? What is it? Pick it. Figure it out. Get it. Get it sorted. This will change your life. The scariest thing is that this is how we've evolved as men. Men, when we were coming up in the caveman days, we knew that we were uncontrollable. The controllable men, they were, the peasants. They were told to do this. They were the first ones to die. They were eaten. Genuinely. We knew we had it in us. We were instinctively born as men to become uncontrollable, because if we were controlled, we were peasants. We were shit kickers. We were the first to die. We never reproduced. So take what I say, bro. Implement it. Listen to it. And if you want to do some coaching, one-on-one, me and you will do coaching calls every week, and I'll introduce you to a network of young men all winning. Go to the link in the description and sign up to the second tier, or message me on Instagram and we'll figure it out. I love you, bro. I really mean that.